He's drawing. That's good. Okay. So mhm. I think we will use this. Shall we use this? So it will be recorded instead of, so in the lecture, it will be nicely recorded. Okay. So today we are going to talk about, we finished the basics. We finished the next, which was optimum yoga, how to spend your day, what to eat, what not to eat. And then we went for guna, rasa, virya, vipaka, that if we have to understand a herb, like we are understanding ourselves by vata, pitta, kapha. So same way, we understand herbs by rasa, guna, virya, vipaka. Until unless you will not tell me, if just giving a name to the herb is nothing for us. We need to know rasa, guna, virya, vipaka. Then we can understand for which body type, for what problem, and on the later levels, prabhava. Because sometimes just virya, vipaka, as I was talking to Kazumi-san later, that just virya, vipaka, sometimes we can ignore. Because medicine, we are taking just this much, right? So even if it is not suitable for my vipaka or virya, like it's a cold one, like Shatavari. Shatavari, example of Shatavari is very, very good example. Shatavari is very cold and kapha. Okay, so, but for women, hormone balancing, it is very good. So whenever we have to give it to a woman who is already, kapha or heavyweight, we have to be really careful. So like that, sometime, but still we will give. We will give, but maybe with smaller doses and maybe under supervision, closely watching that you are not putting on weight. Right. So like that, sometimes we have to give medicine. Right. So even if their rasa, guna, virya, vipaka is something different, then we can adjust it. But prabhava is so strong that we just have to give. Right. Okay. So this way we work for the medicine. And for the food, yes, very important rasa, guna, virya, vipaka for the food, because we are eating like this. Right. And it is just absorbing in our body. So rasa is very important. Guna and virya, vipaka is very important. But for the herbs, we are just taking this much. Right. So we will focus on prabhava more. But we will not ignore rest of the things, but we'll try to balance. Increase the dose, decrease the dose, give some side things to adjust the problem, right? So side effects, you can say side effects, just to give something to adjust. So like that we will do with the herbs. Clear? Okay. So now is the next chapter, which is about the medicine, and it is very, very important because as I told you that, okay, this is a herb, this is a plant, okay? Very, very good for your heart. Okay. But by looking at the plant, okay, very good for my heart. What to do now? Isn't it? Oh, very good. These roots are very good. Yeah, this is root. Root is very good for your heart. Now what to do? We are not like a, like a goat or like a buffalo. Okay, please eat this. No, we cannot do like that. And maybe when you need it, you don't have it. Right? When you need, you are searching for, oh, where are the roots? I cannot find. So there is a way to keep the medicine and consume the medicine, that when you require it, you should have it. Maybe sometimes season is not there. Maybe sometimes it's not in your land. It's not in your neighborhood also. So what to do now? Right? So that's what we are going to talk here. That what are the preliminary things to do with the herb. I got a herb, now what to do with it, right? So this is the method of preparation of medicine, and this is a fourth part, last part. We will be talking about medicine. We will be talking about the disease, how the disease spread in the body, what is disease according to Ayurveda. So this is the last step of the course. Okay, because this chapter these chapters I included because I know many students will stop here, will not go to the further classes, grade 2 or grade 3. So I included this because many times if you have studied Ayurveda, so somebody gave you something and you do not know what it is. At least by name or by written, you should know it's a powder, it's a mineral, it's a herb, it's a decoction. You should know. So that's why we have included these chapters, that with the name itself, at least you should know what are you eating, what it is, right? So that's why we have done these chapters, though it is medicine. So you might not be doing too much about it, but the basic things, that if I am giving you a kashaya, what is kashaya? Like like this. So we can give you herbal water, we can give you like rose water. So at least when you see the name, you understand what it is, how it is made. Okay, so that's why we have kept these chapters. Okay, so method of preparation of medicines. This is the name of the chapter about medicine. In Ayurveda, medicines are prepared with lots of rituals, right? So we nowadays, yes, we are doing so much commercialization of everything is happening, and we are okay, just a second, because we will be using the board. Mhm. Okay. So earlier times, we were having lots of herbs, minerals, which we will be using for the to make the medicines. As I told you, that herbs and minerals were used a lot in the medicine. First, it was just herbs. Later on, we added minerals also. Okay. And it was not like these days we have so much of commercialization. Earlier, it was not like that. So we will be using the herbs after lots of rituals. And what are the rituals? Like I need a plant. So first we will check there are enough. There are enough to survive, that I should not take whole, finish. So, this kind of things will be considered very strongly, that take only those leaves, you do not destroy the plant. If you want leaves, take those leaves only, that the plant should not die. If you are taking root or a full plant, make sure that another plant is there, or you have put the seeds. Okay. So like that, and in the morning, when you, mostly in the mornings, we will be collecting the herb, morning times, because morning time is they are full with the qualities. By the evening, they are, because of the sun and so sometimes the sap or the quality of the herb will go down to the roots. So in the morning, fresh after taking bath, without eating food, doing your meditation, your chanting, and then the only few person will be going to collect the herb. Not everybody. If you have not done your meditation, if you have not washed yourself, if you have not taken bath, if you have not put on the clean clothes, so you are not fit. Or if you have any kind of disease, you are not fit to take the medicine, right? So these were the rituals we will be following. Now nobody cares, right? So that's why the quality of the herbs is getting so bad day by day. So earlier it was like that only few people who are very sattvic, who will be doing their prayers, taking wash, putting new clothes, going to the, to the plant and saying thanks and taking those things only, which do not damage the main plant, and saying gratitude or thanks, and then collecting the herb. That was the method earlier days to collect the herbs. So earlier days in Ayurveda, medicines are prepared with lots of rituals. And when it will be bringing home. So first it will be offered to the god, and then it will be going to the pharmacy to prepare, which according to the qualities has a very great scientific background. Herbs are select. Yeah, it's not just like, you are getting crazy going to have a shower and do your meditation and then, take the plant. Are you crazy? Are you stupid? No, these are all scientific things, right? These are not like, oh, this is like superstitious behavior. Do not touch my medicine. Yeah, there will be people who will be saying, don't touch my food, don't touch my, because you will give character to that thing. Your emotions, your vibrations, you will pass. So there were many people who will not eat food from anybody's hand, as I told you before. So they will be, yeah, because the machine made is still better, but the handmade is you put lots of emotions, right? So yeah, so that's why if you are eating in a restaurant, if the staff is unhappy, so that food is not going to give you any positivity or health. Unhappy staff making, badly tired, or, not taken bath, they are all dirty and cooking the food just because they need some money, is not a good way. That's why the homemade food is, even if it is not a very glamorous food, or, with lots of taste and all, but still is so satisfying because people prepare it with love, right? Sometimes we forget these basic things, that if some guest is coming to home, whatever you are offering, but offering with a heart, with a pure heart and love, so that makes really a difference. But sometimes you like gourmet food, like big uh, table all with the food, but it's such a waste, right? Because it does not have any life in it. But at first it is like, you don't know when it was cooked, reheated. You have no idea what type of things they have put in it. So these things were before times in India, or any old civilization, you will see. It's not about just India only, but any old culture. They were very protective about their food, how they are procuring it, from where they are getting it, who is preparing it. They were very particular about it because they understood. Okay. So this all has a very good scientific background with it. Herbs are selected for particular preparation according to the combination of the herbs. Then we will select the combination. What type of herbs for Vata, what type of herbs for Kapha. You can make a combination of the medicine. Many or single herbs or minerals are put into the making of medicine. Sometimes we use single herbs also. Some have direct role and some enhance the properties or action of the main herbs. So some medicine will be having a very direct role, like as I told you, Shatavari directly working on women hormones. And some have a indirect role, supportive role. Okay. So herbs have different timing to collect from their source, so that it is very important to check the right time, right part, in right amount, as I told you. Right time, means it should be first is weather. If we want to collect a leaf, so which is the season then where the sap of the tree is in the leaf, because sometimes the plant is preparing for flowering, so leaves will not be that good. Sometimes the flowering season is changing into seed or fruit. So for every part, for fruits, for leaves, for roots, there are different timings in the plant life. Roots, they collect food. For what purpose? To give to the fruit or seed, right? So when they have collected enough food, when we will take it that time, it will make sense. Once it is sent to the fruit, it's just empty roots, fiber only, right? So these things were very, very important, that how you are taking, what time, what is the season, and this is about the time, and mostly early morning, as I told you. Right time, right part, and right amount. Right part, what type of part you require? Are you going to collect food, seeds, sap, roots? What you want to collect? So that is very important. And right amount. Amount is like if a small plant is there and 20 leaves are there and you plugged all 20, you killed it, isn't it? So right amount. So if there are 20 leaves, so maybe we can leave 5 to 8 leaves for the plant to survive. So right amount always, so that we should not disturb the balance. Okay, so see, so smart and so logical things these are. Maybe 20 years back, these look so stupid. That's why the Ayurveda was, not very important that time when this civilization or development thing was happening. But now when we started declining, then we started realizing, oh yeah, it is making sense, isn't it? So now we are understanding. Maybe 20 years back, nobody was willing to listen to all these things, superstitious, right? Okay. So after collecting herb, now we collected the herb. What is the next step? Wash. Wash it and dry it. So mostly in the shade dry. These days we have lots of machines to just dehydrate the plant. But earlier days it was shade. In the shade we will be drying it. So all these processes are very important according to what type of medicine we want to prepare. Now, we have two type of medicines in Ayurveda. You might not be knowing about it. Let's talk about it. Getting old or what? Okay. So we have two types of medicine in Ayurveda. And what are these two types? Patent and classical. You know patent, right? Pitanto, right? Mm. Okay. So patent medicines is like, okay, let's go back to Shatavari. Shatavari is there, and I make my Shatavari with my company, with my label, and I say Shatavari M. She also made with her company. She put it Shatavari K. Oh, okay. My Shatavari has 200. She said my 100 to 220, blah blah blah. Right. So we all made with the name Shatavari, and we just changed little bit, and we made our product. That is patent. Okay. Now classical is that if I am preparing Shatavari from the books, the name will be same. Let's say like AV, AVM, so whatever name. So I will be keeping the same name. Same name for you, same name for Kathleen, same name for Samarth?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can sit there. Switch on the light. You can, yours, hers, same name. Right? Because it's a classical, it's nobody's property. This is from the books. So in classicals, you will see the names will be in Sanskrit. Big names in Sanskrit, and every company will be preparing with the same name. They cannot change the composition. They cannot do this is mine and mine is best because yours is 20 milligram less, mine is 20 milligrams more. No, we cannot change that. Okay, so this will be the same for A company, same for B company, same for C company. Okay, but this here, these days marketing, we are very smart people. So they will make this medicine and will say that in classicals, it is, they are making like this. I changed it and it's still same, but mine is like, better, and I give some English name or, over the counter drug. I gave it an easy name, pain balm she was using, right? Pain balm or this balm means by name itself. Oh, pain. Ah, give me pain, right? Acidity, acido. Okay, acido. Oh, give me. So they changed the name and make it patent. But as a doctors, no, I do not use these. I use only classicals. So classicals will be the same medicine with the same, many companies, same name. Got it? So we have two type of medicines available in the market. So another thing, whenever you see a classical thing, from you will see the bracket from where it is taken. Book name and the paragraph number. Like if it is from Charak Samhita, it will be written Charak Samhita, CS. Yogaratnakar, so it will be written YR in the bracket. Every company will write that this is, this is from this book, this number paragraph. Okay, it is compulsory. And then they will put in the bracket Ayurvedic medicine. In patent, probably it's okay, even if they don't write Ayurvedic medicine. Right? So this is the basic difference. Classical name will be in Sanskrit or Hindi, means even Indian people cannot understand except the doctors. It's not that easy name to understand, like acid or pain or, digestion or constipation. No, not that easy. Okay, but patent will be easy. Like Himalaya is making all patent, no classicals. Right? So no classicals. We have classical companies which make only the classical medicines, so that is not easily available, and you cannot even buy for them. You do not exist because you cannot understand unless you do not have a prescription. So in the chemist shop, you will not find those, because what is the use? If a prescription will come, only then they can dispense. Otherwise, people will like this cannot buy. Right? Okay. So this was about the Ayurvedic medicine. Some medicines are prepared according to Samhitas written by Acharyas years back. These are the Shastriya yogas, but nowadays many people are making some new combinations, altering the old formulas and sometimes according to their own experiences, and these are called patent medicine. Now, this was the two groups, how we do the medicine. Now let's talk about the 5 type of medicines. Panchavidha Kashaya Kalpana. So this is very important in Ayurveda. Let's just go to the okay. There are 5 type of, we call it Panchavidha Kashaya Kalpana. Pancha, 5. Vidha is way. Kashaya is like a, you can say like a preparation, or, and then Kalpana is way of presentation, or you can say like how you will present it. By way of making medicine in a presentable way. I cannot give you a plant to eat, right? So what are the next steps that a medicine is presentable? Okay, please eat it, right? So these are the 5 basic steps. And what are these? After collecting herbs, they are changed in these 5 type of different methods. These are called Panchavid Kashaya Kalpana. Pancha means 5, Vid means types. Kashaya is juices, prepared liquids. Kalpana means changing into some presentable form. Okay, number 1 is Swarasa. And Swarasa, Swa means Rasa, you know. You know now Rasa? What is Rasa? Or what? Hey. Azumi-san, you were attending the class? Yeah, what is Rasa? Taste. And what is the meaning of Rasa? Juice. I told you that day. Yeah, juice. So number 1 is Swarasa. Swa means your own. Okay. And Rasa means juice. So Swarasa means the juice of the herb, that I just put it in a blender and take out the juice and remove the fiber element. Okay, that is Swarasa, number 1. This is the best way to take a herb. That you just put it in fresh herb, and put it in the blender, take out the juice and drink it. Best way, right? But yeah, not possible. Not possible. If we do not have a fresh herb, it's just not possible, right? Okay. This is one of the more fast and direct method. Here, fresh herb is taken and immediately crushed to make juice and consumed fresh. Generally, herb is cut into small pieces and then it is crushed and squeezed from a sieve or fine mash. So fresh juice can be collected this way, right? So you can collect the juice. You can, earlier days, you will put it in the sieve to take out the juice. So that was the Swarasa. Next is Kwatha. Kwatha is, it is prepared by boiling the herb 1 part into 16 part of water. So we will be taking 16 part of water and 1 part of herb. Boil and reduce it into 4. Okay, keep on boiling, reducing it to 4 parts. And then see, this is little bit easier because it can be stored. Probably like in the morning, if you have to take 2 doses, so I can ask you, okay, prepare in the morning, and in the evening also you can take that dose, right? So that is the Kwatha. This traditionally, this we still do. If a patient is, a good patient, I prefer to give herbs and ask them to boil at home and prepare the doses daily, fresh, right? Without any preservative, nothing, just the cut and dried herbs, and then we can use it. Okay. Next is Fanta. Fanta is hot infusion. This is Fanta. This is Fanta. Means we need not to take like a proportion. We need not to reduce it. Just in the boiling water, we put the herb and take it. We can take useful part of herb like seeds, roots, leaves, or any other recommended part. One part of the herb is boiled in around 8 parts of water. After boiling this water, herb is taken, kept for 12 hours to soak and all the active ingredients in the water, and it is filtered and can be used by the patients. All right. So you can just keep the herb in boiling water. After just one boil, you can keep it covered and then you can take it out. So that is the quanta. So mostly we use it in 1:8 ratio of 1:8. 1 part of the herb and 8 parts of the water. You can just take it as like tea. We are preparing teas. Okay. Okay. Next is cold infusion. Any questions so far? In Chinese medicine also you have the same. Guatha is very popular. Yes. Yes.
If I do that in my house, in my kitchen,
Smelly.
it's so
Smell and then
yeah.
taste is also, you know, yeah.
Listen, they do it. They
Yeah.
boil it first, and then they put inside. In a pouch, they made it in a pouch, the liquid, they make it inside the pouch, and then it for 2 weeks, and then
Oh.
you keep it in the fridge. In the morning, you take it out.
So
Just
good.
put it inside the microwave and make it warm and drink. So, and it's so
So
do the
good.
same, yeah.
So good. They are still doing it,
Yeah.
you know. In India, even if we have a kashaya, so it will be with a preservative in a bottle. Or otherwise, we just give herbs to the client and say, prepare at home.
But this is such a
Yes,
This is-
if they are
Which have
preparing
to-
by
yes.
themselves, yes. And this is the best way, actually. Best way to do it. Yeah, so good. Okay. And then next is the Hima. Hima. Hima is, you know, Himalaya. You know, Himalaya. Right? Hima means snow, ice. So Himalaya is like the house of the snow. Like we say, Shauchalaya is a place to go to clean yourself, a place to clean. So this is a place for ice. Okay, Vidyalaya, to study, Vidya is study. So Vidyalaya is school. Okay, so as the means where to live, where you can find it. Vidyalaya, school, where you can find something to learn, study. Shauchalaya, where is you can go and clean yourself. Himalaya is where you can find snow. So Hima is ice, snow. So this method of medicine preparation is by making it cold. This is for a pitta, very strong pitta people or very strong pitta herbs, that any kind of heat will give more pitta to it. So, or some delicate flowers that putting it in hot water, you will just spoil it. So just put it in water and keep overnight with the moonlight, cooling light. And in the morning, you can consume this water. So no sun rays on it, no touch of heat on it. Otherwise, it will spoil. So that was the method of preparation for Hima. Okay. Cold infusion. This is hot infusion, that is cold infusion, that you do not touch any kind of heat in it. Okay, so Hima is type of a cold infusion where heat can spoil the medicinal properties of the herbs. Like in case of delicate flowers or aroma oil or herbs, 1 part of powdered or crushed herb is taken in around 8 parts of water, same. Composition or ratio will be same, 1:8. But if we are making kashaya, just check in Chinese medicine if it is the same, 1:16. For kashaya, we are doing 1:16 and reducing it to 4th. Means 16 cups we will be taking and making it in the last 4 cups only. So yeah, maybe next time you can let us know how they are doing in Chinese medicine. If it is same 16 into 1. Yeah.
They do that.
Yes, they are doing it, but just check if it's the same way or. One part of powdered or crushed herb is taken into 8 parts of water and kept for a night long time. This is time when there is no sun and only cool light from moon is there. So herb is not spoiled and is very good for pitta problems too. This basically keep mind and body cool and peaceful. So this is for the herb as well as for the human body also, because there are some herbs which any kind of heat can spoil it, like some delicate aromas or some delicate flowers, it can spoil. So just putting it in the water overnight without the touch of heat is good. Okay, next is kalika, the paste. And this herb is crushed and made into paste form. Sometimes some water can be used to if it is too dry. Mostly external applications are made like this, but internally also it is taken. So you just crush the herb, make a paste, put some, salt or something, or just is easy to take. But if it is dry, then you can put some water also in it to make a paste. Mostly it will be using to apply, right? You make a paste to apply, but yes, in somewhere you can eat also. So these are the basic things. Without these things, you cannot go to the further steps. You have to do these things. You collected the herb, you have to, go for these things first. Okay. Any questions so far?
Lived in London. So holistic water or something. It was water in a pour the water and the people have so much flour,
Mhm.
put it under the farm. According to them, they said that this water absorbs a lot of energy from.
Oh, okay. Charged water. That is like a charged water, no? That is also a kind of treatment in naturopathy. Treated in Ayurveda also, when we talk about the colors, you can do that. That water with the herbal water or the plain water, we put it in a colored bottle or a colored container, so that only those rays which we want should go inside. So like a red color bottle, green color water, blue color water. So we keep it in the sun for a long time, and then take this water and use it for treatment. Yeah, that is also a way of treatment. Some people do that. They say it is a charged water. And according to the color, this water has some properties for green, yellow, red. Some properties are there. Okay. Okay. So any other question? Anything else? Shall we continue? Okay. What are the other ways? Another way. This was Panchavid Kashaya Kalpana, that you have taken a fresh plant. Now what is the next step? So these 5 you have to do. You just cannot chew the plant, right? So next step is churna powder. So that you take the dry plant and make a powder and store it. But the problem is that the life is very short for the powders. Once you have made a powder, so in traditional Ayurveda, we will be using for 2 months to 6 months. But nowadays, with, with packaging, they say that it is very good. You can keep it like that, so. And this is the medicine in powder form. This is done by drying the herb. It can be given in dose of 1 to 3 grams 2 times a day. Many Ayurvedic medicine is available like this in dry powdered form, but it can spoil easily if not consumed in 2 to 3 months after opening it. Arka, in Arka method, herb is boiled with water and then stem of this is collected and used for the medicine. Many essential oils and waters are made by this method, Ark, Joryu, by Joryu method. You understand, right? Joryu. Yeah, Joryu method. So that is like you collect rose water. So same way, that is called Arka, Ark. That anything you just put in water and collected this water, and you know how we do it, right? Okay, so it's herb and water is boiled together. This is the heat, and then this steam is collected. And then the steam, after going to a cooling chamber, it becomes water. So drops, and it can go into a container, right? So that is like what we do for Arka. Right. So this is a cold chamber where the steam will become water and we collect it. Right. So this is the method of Joryu, and we make Arka like this. Okay, so these are the few very elementary form of medicine, very elementary form that we just started with medicine, not the tablets, not the extracts, not the capsules, not the very well formed medicine, but the initial steps, basic steps. Okay, whatever we will do, first we have to do this. Any of this cannot go directly into medicine making. Okay, so these will be the first steps. Okay, let us stop here, because this recording will be otherwise.